What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ajen back again for another Outerplane video. And for today, it's the usual Should You Summon video, because tomorrow after the update, we will be getting a new banner. And this time around, it's going to be the festival character, which is Gnosis Nella. Should you summon for Nella? Let us go ahead and check out her skill set. I'm a bit late to the party because I just got home from work and patch notes usually drop when I am at work. I've already seen her skill set, and my oh my, Nella is one of a kind. That's all I can give you as a TLDR. So Nella is a light element, battle type mage, subclass enchanter. You might know that enchanters are a bit faster compared to the likes of Monad Eva. Yeah, so she's going to be faster than Monad Eva. Another good thing to note, because based on my theory crafting for her, she will be needing speed. Yeah, speed set. So the new hero, Gnosis Nella, will not be added to normal recruit, drop rate up of a different hero, or demiurge recruit after the drop rate up event ends. This festival hero may reappear in the same or a similar form in the future. So this is your biggest thing to note about. Nella is a festival character. She will not be back, or you won't be able to get her in any other form of summons unless it is stated that it is her own banner. And usually reruns for this type of festival characters will take a very long time. So if you have something like FOMO or fear of missing out, maybe just get one copy and then move on. But do you need dupes for her? Because dupes can also be gotten only from summons. It is very important to note about this one. So you might want to consider these things before you go ahead and summon for Nella or not. Let's talk about her skill set. Skill 1, Pulse Grace. At skill enhanced level 5, attacks 2 enemies with a heavy strike and has a 50% chance to increase the caster's effectiveness for 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportional to max health instead of attack. Two things to note about her skill set now, just by reading her skill 1. She is a heavy strike user. Heavy strike means all of her attacks will not be able to do some critical damage. Just like Seasonal Tamamo and Rona, they cannot do critical damage. So critical rate substats and critical damage substats in their gears are pretty much not required. Yeah, and also take note that her damage are based on her max HP instead of attack. This is direct scaling to HP, not to attack. Even if you raise her attack stat, it will not affect her damage because all of her damage will be based on her max HP. So she's going to be very easy to build because you only need HP for damage. No need for critical rate, no need for critical damage. And you might want to get a primary substats, which is the speed, so that she will be able to do her thing very fast, because her skill set are just bonkers. Skill 2, Rules of Salvation. At skill enhanced level 5, attacks all enemies with a heavy strike. Has a 100% chance to inflict irremovable unbuffable on all enemies for 2 turns, and has a 100% chance to increase the skill cooldowns of all targets by 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportional to max health instead of attack. A cleave attack that has some nasty irremovable unbuffable debuff. Irremovable meaning you cannot cleanse this one with Monad Eva skill or other cleanser. But this one can be resisted. That is one thing to note about this one. Unless if you cannot resilience this one is too much OP, too much overpowered. But you can resist this one if you have high resilience, and probably based on RNG also. If your resilience procs, then you might want to you will be able to avoid this one. So resilience gears probably are going to raise their stocks right now after the update, because that is the only way, in my honest opinion, to counter this skill. Which is why Nella is very, very bonkers, because an unbuffable, irremovable debuff is very, very strong in today's meta. I'm talking about in PvP perspective, because Nella, in my honest opinion, is made for PvP. You cannot cleanse this one. Also, if you have the unbuffable debuff, you cannot gain some buffs from your equipments, right? From your legendary gears, you cannot gain those buffs. Also, you cannot gain invincibility buff to protect yourself from Monad Ava, something like that. It's very, very awesome, this debuff that has on her skill set. Also, it also increased the skill cooldowns of all target by 2 turns. Mind you guys, 2 turns. Tamara only increases the skill cooldown by 1 turn, but this one is only 2 turns. Wait, let me double check about Tamara's skill cooldown increase. Is it 2 turns or 1 turn? 2 turns. So it's the same with Tamara. I thought it's only 1 turn for Tamara, but it turns out it's pretty much the same. So she has the combination of Akari and Tamara into one skill. Their skill tree combined into just one, which is only her S2. We still haven't talked about her skill tree. So let us now move on to her skill tree. Also, this one, burst skill 2 has the burst level. It inflicts reduced defense on the target for 2 turns. So, defense break. Minus 2 turn target buff duration before attacking. So, if the opponent has a buff, she kinda strip those buffs, because it is a pseudo strip. And then, stun target for 1 turn. Not only you will be inflicted by defense break, unbuffable debuff, and your skill cooldown will get increased, you get stun. Stun, you cannot battle against stun. If you get stun, you're pretty much GG in arena. So very, very strong. And take a look at the AP required to activate the burst skill level 3. Only 160. Very, very cheap. This is pretty much the same like the burst skill for Monad Ava, which is very OP also. So yeah, her skill 2 is just fully stacked, fully bonkers. Very, very OP. Which is, in my honest opinion, good, because she's a festival character. So yeah, people will definitely summon for her. For sure. Her skill 3, I am the Soul Perfection. At skill enhanced level 5, has a 100% chance to remove 1 buff from all enemies, and then attacks all enemies with a heavy strike. After attacking, has a 100% chance to inflict stun on all enemies for 1 turn. Damage dealt increases proportional to max health instead of attack. Right after using this skill, does not trigger an enemy's counterattack, revenge, or agile response. Now, this one is very, very important. You might think that her skill 3 seems pretty bland, right? But this one is very strong. This one is a stripper, meaning that you can remove 1 buff from the enemy. If the enemy is using something like an immunity set, you can remove those immunity buffs with this one, and then she will attack them, and then they will get stunned. And if you get stunned, if you stun the enemy, you will be able then to use the skill 2 before they can do a turn. And then if you're lucky, if you have the AP already to do that one, the skill 3, burst skill level 3, you're also going to be stun them. So it's going to be a stun lock for the opponent. You can control your opponent with her skill set. Very, very strong. Control characters are very, very strong, especially if you played Epic 7. If you know how to control the opponent with your control characters, the debuffers, the how you control the playing field, it has some really, really nasty advantages to your side. And having Ginella to do those kinds of things with her skill set is very, very disgusting. Yeah, she's just disgusting OP in my honest opinion. Uh, her, Now let's talk about her. Oh, one thing to note about their skill tree also. You cannot activate any counterattack, agile response, or revenge. So something the likes of Nella or Monad Ava or even what do you call this? Stella to do some revenge. They are all pretty much luck. They cannot do anything about her skill tree. Very, very awesome skill tree right here. And then chain and unique passive. So she is a starter chain. Another really bonkers, really broken chain skill. HP cut to the enemy. 8% HP cut. This one is pretty much the same like the normal tama mo. The regular tama mo. That one is pretty much the same. And those are really, really OP, broken OP, especially in World Boss. Yeah. So she's going to be not only really good in PvP, but also really good in PvE. Yeah, skill chain deals 8% of the target's max set as fixed damage to the target. So yeah, she's broken. Both PB and PvP, she's broken. Her exclusive equipment, True Salvation, reduces dark damage taken by 20%. And then the unique effect, effectiveness plus 100%. And then plus 50% damage against bosses. So, her skill, pretty stock, pretty bonkers, pretty OP. Now, should you summon for Ginella? Yes, summon for her. Even a 3-star is, I believe, is going to be really good. I forgot to talk about the Transcendence. Let's take a look at her Transcendence. 4-star plus 6% ally team effectiveness, and then plus 1 chain passive weakness gauge damage. Increases damage proportional to effectiveness. So additional damage to effectiveness with scaling to effectiveness. And then 5-star plus 50 AP at the battle start. Unlock burst level 3. And then 6-star Transcendence, you're going to be getting a passive of 35% HP. And then caster gains plus 40% priority when hit by attacks that target all enemies, only once per turn. Her Transcendence, comparing to the other festival character, which is G Dahlia, is not really a must-have. Yeah, you can get by with just 3-star. If you're lucky, you can get up to 4-star, which is good. But if you're on a budget and you don't have enough currency to get into 6-star, then it's not really necessary to go broken and then you get debt with your banks. Yeah, you can opt not to summon for her 6-star because this one are just a luxury in my honest opinion. These are just pretty much luxury, even though the gain priority when hit by attack that targets all enemies seems really good on paper. You really don't need this one. One thing to note also about Ginella is that heavy attack or heavy strike users tends to not deal that much damage. So do not expect a big PP damage for Ginella because she is a control support type character. That is her thing. That is her skills, and I think that alone is already pretty good enough because it's broken. Stun, defense break, irremovable, unbuffable, uncounterable, very strong, and she's going to be really good to pair with the upcoming 3-star hero also that I will be talking about on a separate video. Now, to answer the question, should you summon for Ginella? Yes, summon for her, get 1 copy. 1 copy is already pretty good enough in my honest opinion. Decide whether if you will go for more dupes maybe just go for more dupes if you have the necessary resources to summon for dupes. But one copy is already pretty good enough. I will be making a showcase of her. Uh, wait, I don't want to get ahead of myself because I'm not really sure if I'm going to be lucky in getting her. But yeah, I will be trying to get her tomorrow after the update. At always in my workplace. Hopefully, I will be lucky to get more dupes of her. Yeah, one copy if you're on a tight budget. If you're a whale, you're going to be a 6-starring Ginella anyways. If you're a dolphin or a light spender, maybe just wait and see first before you decide to summon for or go all in for 6-star. Well, there you go guys. That is Ginella. She's very OP, very broken in my honest opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I think that's it for me for today guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you could help me grow my channel more. And thank you to everyone who are supporting my channel. I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, peace.